Hey, it's Becker, one of your Westchester trustees. I'm outside of Westchester Fire Station 73 on Duff Road near 747. We're going to make some decisions on this fire station really soon about whether or not to remodel it, raise it, just to understand the considerations needed by our fire department with this fire station. So I thought, who best to give us an update on the condition of the fire station and the decisions that we have to make? Who better than Chief Rick Prinz? Let's go inside, see the chief, and see Fire Station 73.
So the original portion of this building is the two bay door pole barn structure that was originally built in 1970. In 1970, we were all volunteer department, and at that time all it had in there was enough room for the fire trucks and the ambulance that was stationed here. As we became busier and needed more personnel, slight modifications were made to the inside of this pole barn structure to allow for some bunk rooms and a kitchenette, which have later have been totally destroyed and ripped out. This section over here with the lighter brick is the addition that was built to the pole barn structure in 1990. And with the combined pole barn and this structure was gave us the ability to have a kitchen, a day room, bunk rooms, training, workout facilities, and other storage and utility storage and things of that nature. To date now, the station is very much undersized for our use. It's out of date. It doesn't meet current fire department, fire station standards to keep our personnel healthy and safe. So we feel that at this time, with the age of the station and the condition of the station, it's time to move on and rebuild this existing firehouse. So part of what you'll see and notice here inside the apparatus bay, with the size of the apparatus compared to the size of the station, it's not very conducive to our operation to be able to open the doors fully, to open the compartment doors, physically pull out equipment, work on that equipment, maintain that equipment, clean that equipment, and clean the compartments. The size of the bay, apparatus bay, are just too small and very much undersized. Additionally, you'll note that all of the turnout gear is stored in this configuration in the apparatus bay. That's bad for two reasons. Number one, the direct sunlight comes in here and the sunlight degrades the fabric of the turnout gear. Yeah. Issue number two is the truck going in and going out. Although we have a direct capture exhaust system, those fumes can penetrate and get onto the gear, which is not only bad for our health, but bad for the turnout. From the apparatus bay to the living space, again, this is the original side of the building from 1970, and now we're moving into the addition that we built in 1990. First thing to the left are the bathrooms, and the bathrooms again are very inadequate as far as the size and space is considered. There's no privacy. You have two urinals, two toilets, and the showers are right here.
Yeah.
Very much outdated and need a replacement.
How many guys are usually in here?
3 to 4. With the possibility in the future, if we add a medic unit to the station, there could be a total of 6.
Right.
Notice the exercise room, very undersized. There's not enough room to get more than one person in here at a time. And I'll actually show you down here. This is a hot water heater, sprinklerizer, and boiler room, but they had to put a treadmill and an exercise bike in here because there's no room in the fitness room.
For the actual treadmill?
Yeah.
Nice.
This is the company officer's office and general report area. Again, it's undersized. They had to share an office. There's two desks in here. Since there's no locker room space, we had to put lockers in here just so they could have a place to hang their clothes.
Right.
This is what we call the kitchen. The kitchen was remodeled by the on-duty staff here in about 2006. They themselves ripped out all the cabinets, installed new cabinets, ripped out the tile, put down this floor. I want to say it was about 2005 when they did that.
They did it themselves?
They did it themselves, yeah.
Oh.
Just to be able to get it done. So this is the day room area. This is where they eat lunch, eat dinner. After hours, they'll relax here and watch television. But the problem is, since this station is undersized, we don't have a room for a training room where they can get instructional information like your paramedic research, your fire research, continuing education. We do that through our video conferencing system. And normally that system would be in its own separate training room so that you're not trying to do training while people are eating or fixing meals or shifts coming in or going out. It's very disruptive to trying to, to learn.
Right.
But that's what we're forced to do in this space because we're just so
small.
short. Yeah, we're just so small. These are the bunk rooms for the station. And again, since we're so short of storage, just one of them has been converted to a storage area, and the other two are just basic bunks, and there's not enough room in there really to turn around. Just big enough to put your bunk and linens
Just
in.
little cells.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. How big are the bunk rooms in the other stations?
Not quite double that size, but definitely bigger. There's enough room in there for a small desk where they can sit and do studying or reading if they wanted to. So definitely bigger than that. When we discussed with the board the situation with the station, they gave us approval to go out for an RFQ. During that RFQ process, we identified an architect engineering firm who worked with us for the last 6 months to evaluate this station and determine what our best move is to move forward. And what we asked them to do was to look at whether or not we could add on to this existing station and remodel it and or demolish and rebuild. And they took in many different factors, many different considerations about the size of the lot, the existing conditions of the building, the footings of the buildings, the roof of the building, and examined all that and boiled it down and made a recommendation to us that the best thing to do moving forward at this point, because of the age of the building, we already have two different ages, one side the original and the other side 1990, the best thing to do moving forward would be to demolish and then rebuild a new station on this site.
Yeah. So what would we do with the trucks and the service coming out of the station while they remodel or rebuild?
Yeah, very good question. So obviously response time is a huge concern for us. And in order to maintain an appropriate response time for this district, we are looking for alternative industrial sites that we can lease for a year to 18 months while this station is under construction. And we're in the process now of looking for some property somewhere that's in close proximity so our response times are still respectable.
Awesome. Great.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
I hope you enjoyed the tour of Fire Station 73. If you have any questions about the fire department, about this decision, or any other township issue, feel free to leave a comment on this video and I'll get right back to you. Thank you so much.